Hello everyone, it's your boy Kireth here, and I'm going to show you how to get 660,000 credits in just 10 minutes. I really believe that anyone can do this. If you're watching, you haven't done the Monza Circuit Experience, I'm going to show you here how to get through all the sectors and get 660,000 credits for just 10 minutes work. You can see we're starting here at 9 o'clock in the morning, and by 10 past 9 we're going to be done and we're going to bank those credits. And as I say, I believe anyone can do this. It's not the most tricky circuit experience. Right, sector 1 in the Ferrari GT3. 458, we're going to brake actually quite late, so we're going to brake after the 150. Go down the gears all the way to first gear. We want to touch this orange curb here, a squirt of throttle, and then we want to touch that orange throttle curb there. So brake after the 150, down to first gear, try and touch the orange curb on the right, squirt of throttle, touch the orange curb on the left, and be very careful applying the throttle on the exit. And that's it. It's really not a complicated sector. Sector 2, even easier in my opinion, the second chicane at Monza. So the first bit, all you got to do is hug the right hand side. You don't want to take the long way around the curve of Grande. You just want to hug the right hand side here. And we're going to brake just around the path on the right hand side. You can't really use shadows anymore in Gran Turismo because of dynamic weather. So there's going to be a path on the right hand side. And we're going to go down to second gear. And again, we're going to try and touch the orange curb here on the left hand side. Just touch it. And go over, or at least touch the orange curb on the right hand side there. Now, I went down to second gear. I think ideally keep it in third. It helps with stability. Also helps with fuel if it's a fuel saving race in Monza. We're going to do the next sector now, which is going to be the two Lesmos. And this is a really tricky combination in this car because the back end really wants to come around. So the braking markers are the 250 boards, braking just after the first 50 board, trying to get as close as possible to that barrier on the right-hand side. I went too wide to an exit. And we're going to brake around the 50 board for the second Lesmo. And ideally, you want to get on that green curb. So that wasn't the tidiest run through from me. But if you break it down to just braking at the 50 and really try and hit that apex, careful on the exit, it's not the most complicated sector, the two Lesmos. Right, Ascari next. This is the trickiest part of the circuit experience, in my opinion, because this car does not like going over the little sausage curbs. So the trick here I found was to brake really early. So you're braking around the path on the right-hand side, keeping in fourth gear, don't go down to third. Look how patient I am. Patient, patient, patient. And only get on full throttle once you've really exited the Ascari complex. Do not try and go full throttle in the middle because you're going to understeer. So you might want to have a look at that one again if you're struggling, and just have a look at my throttle inputs. And I was in a very high gear, medium throttle, wasn't maxing out the throttle, and kind of coasting my way through. Now next up is the corner formerly known as Parabolica. We're going to brake just after the 100 meter board on the left hand side, and we're going to go down to ideally fourth gear. I think I dropped third there. Yeah, I went a bit too wide, so dropped into third, but ideally keep it in fourth. You get a really nice power delivery, and also when you keep it fourth, you're not going to get as much wheel spin. And then this is a run to the line, but really not a complicated corner. If you just brake at the 100, again, try and hit your apex, keep it in a high gear, and race the line. So we've already done all the sectors in a couple of minutes, and now this is my first shot at doing the lap, and we're going to do it first time. So when we've gone through all the sectors, we've learned about braking distances. You can brake quite late in this car, actually, although Ascari is the one corner I wouldn't. Let's take all up together. Now we're going to brake after the 150 here, which is actually quite late. Usually I brake at the 150. You can touch the orange curb on the right side, squirt a throttle, touch the orange curb on the left-hand side. Bit careful on the power delivery. Obviously, if you're running traction control, that's going to be a lot easier. You can see the back end wants to come around there. We're going to try and hug the right-hand side of Curve Grande here. Nothing complicated at all. Probably rev the car out in fifth, are we? Yeah, late upshift. And we're going to brake around the path. Let's see if I go down to second this time. Yeah, second again. Touching the orange curb there, touching the orange curb here. And obviously exiting the third there would be a lot easier. So that's what I would try to do in third. Two Lesmos now, braking at the 50 board for the first one, trying to get close to that barrier, careful on the throttle application. You can use the runoff, but it's a bit sketchy, that AstroTurf. Second one, also going to brake at the 50. Try and get over this green curb there. There we go, we hit it this time. And that's going to open up the exit of the corner for us, make it less sketchy, not having to do such a tight angle on the exit. Now it's a run down to Ascari. Now, I was really afraid here of going outside track limits. I took it really, really easy. So you're going to see, look at my throttle application, braking around the path, and really careful on the throttle, coasting, coasting, coasting. A little bit of full throttle there, but half throttle, half throttle, half throttle. And only now we full throttle. So that really is the key to this circuit experience. So have a look at my throttle there for Ascari. If you're struggling at Ascari, if you're ending up in the gravel, most likely you're applying the throttle too early. Coming into Parabolica now, braking just after the 100. Let's see if we keep it. Oh, okay, we're going to have third again. But you can see quite a tight line this time. Now we can deploy the throttle fully. It's a run to the line. It's a 1 minute 50 to beat. At this stage, I know we pretty much got it in the bag. It's going to be a 149.4, so a little bit of headroom there. And there we go. Within 10 minutes, we've just earned 660,000 credits. It's a very tidy credit haul. I'm happy with that. Let's go through and just see how the credits fall. It's going to give us basically 60,000 credits for doing all the sectors, I believe. There we go. And then we're going to get 500,000 for gold and 100,000 for bronze. That's 606,000 credits, which is a very tidy haul for 10 minutes work. I just did this in the morning. And there we go. So I'm going to play a lap now in third person, which is really, really, really helpful to my lines. Do make sure to like, subscribe if you found this video helpful away. You guys are massively growing the channel. I'm so appreciative. 22,000 subscribers in 2022. Oh my word. I cannot believe it. It's absolutely incredible. And let me know if you want to see more circuit experience guides on this channel. I'd be happy to go around and do a circuit experience guide for every track in the game if that's going to be helpful. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that. I'd love to do that. Actually, it would be a very fun thing to do the whole suite. I'll just talk through this lap whilst I'm here so you can see how close I'm going to be to cutting the chicane here. Second chicane. So on the left hand side, we really want to get over and just open up the exit. And if I was going to go over in third gear, that'd be a really sweet exit. The Lesmo here, we're going to get a snap of oversteer. There we go. You can just see correcting it mid-corner, which is not ideal. There's no slip angle in Gran Turismo 7, unfortunately. In iRacing, I would love to hit these Lesmos. A little bit of slip angle, kind of tease the back end out. Now let's run to the line to, well, not run to the line, run to Ascari, which is the most important complex at Monza, in my opinion. It's where you can really destroy your lap time. So again, look how easy we're going to take it. We're going to try and keep the car really balanced. Don't want that back end swinging round. I was trying to placate the car here. You can see very, very, very casual. But look kind of how stiff the car is going through there. And when you do the circuit experience, you'll really realise how much that back end wants to move around through Ascari. All that weight transfer. So just kind of, you know, play nice with the back end there. Get to the exit of Ascari, run down to Parabolica, and then you know you're almost done with the lap. When you're doing a really kind of like pressure time trial, maybe for a daily race or for a World Series race, Parabolica is quite a stressful corner because you know you can throw away more lap time. But really, once you've got there, you know that you've made your lap. So there we go. That's over the line. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck with the credits, and I'll see you next time.